Hi everybody, it's Leia, Joy You Love, back with another video about wire wrapping. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about twisting wire. So on this piece here you can see that I have wire wrapped the snowflake obsidian, and this one just naturally aged. I always use bare copper wire, but here you can see that one of the wires is twisted, and I have it going up and around and coming around to the back into a design. And I want to show you how you get the wire twisted. So in order to do that, we use something called a pin vise. And basically when you open it, you can make it wider to stick in your wire, and then you would close it by spinning the bottom until it gets more narrow and it's holding your wire tightly. Okay, this is called a pin vise. And the type of wire that you use in order to get this kind of twisted look, as you can see here with the light shining off of it, is square wire. So this is a piece of square shaped wire. This is bare copper. I'll show you in the spool here. Here's a spool of yellow brass. Let me just quickly find the end here. It's just hiding from me. There it is. And if you see here, it's got a square end to it, which means that it's got 4 flat shiny sides. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then of course when you twist it, you get this effect. So I'm going to bring my camera out a little bit just so I have some more space to work with here. And I'm going to show you how you secure it. So I use a clamp. In one of my previous videos I talked about using this to hold your base wires for your wire weaving. So I showed you how I had the clamp on the end here holding the base wires while we did our wire weaving. You can also use it to hold the end of this wire. Because this is my second time doing this video, because somehow I managed to either erase or not record the last one, I know that it started to spin on me because the plastic has started to, or is totally like eaten away. So it started to spin on me when I actually stuck it in my pin vise. But you can definitely secure one end with a clamp, or you could use your flat nose plier, which is what I'll end up doing this time, because I know last time it actually started spinning on me. So first of all, we are going to open our pin vise. We're going to stick the wire in, and then we're going to twist the other way. So to the right to open, and to the left to tighten, which is like the opposite of what usually is, right? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay, so now it's in there, it's snug, it's not going anywhere. Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to switch hands, and I'm going to use my flat nose plier to hold it. The first time I recorded this video, I was using the clamp like this, but I noticed it was sliding and spinning because there was no rubber to hold it in place, because it had kind of gotten chewed up. So I'm just going to use my flat nose plier, and I'm going to show you just the twisting action. So you secure, you're going to hold it in the middle. You're not going to hold the ends or the top, because the whole thing will start coming apart on you. So we're going to hold the middle of the pin vise, and we're going to just go in opposite directions. Or actually, you could just hold the hand stabilized, and you could just hold still, and then just twist the one with the pin vise towards you. and then your wire will start to twist, and you'll see how the spirals are coming in. So that's like at the very most loose point, or the fewer spirals, I guess, revolutions, the fewest revolutions. So this one here is more like this. You can see they're always going to be equally spaced apart as long as you kind of do it in a well-controlled manner. But you'll see that those are about equally distanced apart. But when you go to curve your wire, like as if you were going to wrap it around here, you'll notice that you don't really see the twist very much. So if you're just doing like a small loop, the number of revolutions is not enough to really get the look that you want to get. So then we continue, and we'll do it a little bit more. And that brings us to our next one. And with this distance apart, you can see, once you make a loop, that you can see the revolutions in it. So that's nice. That's kind of like a loose twist. And if we keep going, we get something more like this one. And you see, the more you twist it, the more you really can see the detail. And also I want you to notice how straight this wire is and how hard it's getting. So when you're twisting your wire, you are work hardening your wire. So I like to start off with dead soft wire because it makes it easier when I'm wire wrapping, and then also when I go to really work with the wire. Once I get to this point, I don't want it to be so hard that I can barely even, wire wrap it at the end. So if I'm bringing my wires up at the top, I'm done with my wrapping, I secure it with the small wire. Oops, sorry, camera shaking. Secure it with the small wire, and I have got like these 2 extra wires out here at the top that I want to do a design with. I decided to twist one in this case and keep one straight. While I'm twisting it, I'm hardening it. And then once I'm done and I go to try to spiral it around, it's going to be really hard for me to twist the wire, the harder it is. So just be mindful, the more revolutions you do, the harder your wire is going to be because you're work hardening it. So that would be this one here. And then if I do it a little bit more, we can kind of get it to its tightest. You see there's a lot of revolutions there, a lot of shine. It is really pretty. And that's more like this one here, this last one. So this looks to be pretty much the point I went to when I was doing this one. I did a tight spiral, and but I was still able to, then curve the wire and do what I needed to do. So that is how you twist your wire. And see, it's still workable. I can still make loops. I can do little twirls and designs and whatever else with it. So it's not too hard, but I'm definitely putting some effort into it because it is work hardening, or it has been work hardened rather, but it's still workable for your designs. And that is how you use the pen vise. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.